そう I like that you like mangas.
All right. We're just going to get started, guys, because we're already a little behind. You know that
Yeah.
timer. All right. Cool. We're live. Sorry for the echo on my part, guys. Had to move downstairs. Hopefully, no issues, but it's looking good so far. So, anyways, welcome, Lina. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Tell everyone who you are and about your band and stuff.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said, tell everyone about who you are and the band that you're currently in.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So I'm Lina, and I'm in two bands actually, but the one we're interested in today is Sleeping Romance. So it's a band that I joined 2 years ago, roughly now.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, we just released our new single, and the album is on the way. So exciting times.
What's the second band called that you're I
It's
didn't know you had
called
another one.
Abhcan, and it's French actually. We're smaller and we're doing like a totally different type of heavy metal.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it really has nothing to do with sleeping romance in terms of genres.
So it's like they're two completely different conferences. I mean, conferences.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Genres in general.
Yes,
That's
they're
awesome.
very different from each other indeed.
What's your
That's the
favorite?
fun of
What's
it.
your favorite one to do?
Oh,
Ooh.
I literally, I'm not saying that like to be politically correct or anything, but I literally wouldn't be able to choose because Apcan is more like aggressive and it has a lot of growling and screaming. And it's more like heavy metal, like a bit of Metallica and stuff. Whereas Sleeping Romance is modern and more melodic. So both bring me something that I love and need. So
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
don't
about to
have a
say.
favorite.
It fulfills all the needs, right? Pretty much
Exactly.
like,
Yeah, it
yeah.
has to fill the spectrum. So I'm neither here nor there. I'm just like in a bit of both, depending on my needs at the moment.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I was going to say, from what I heard on the snippets, I heard like only your clean vocals. Do you do screams also?
Yeah, actually, on "Call My Name," there's a part that is on in saturated vocal mode.
Mm-hmm.
The "Call Me, It's Me" part
Mm-hmm.
on the bridge. So yes, I do both.
You do both? Okay. Yeah, because I didn't want to listen to all of it. I just wanted to check out part of it. And like what I heard, it
Yeah,
sounds really good.
so that your reaction is genuine.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to get a little snippet of it and then check it out. So, how long have you been singing for?
Ooh, I've been singing. I think like the moment I decided I wanted to do it like seriously was when I was like 17 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been singing ever since I can remember actually like doing just like opera sounds in my toddler's bathtub, like this kind of
Mm-hmm.
things.
Oh, wow. So did you start off with like opera stuff first or just every single kind of genre in general
I
when you're
I
little?
guess it's the opera that drew me in, like that really attracted me in the first place, like those high-pitched vocals, like so powerful and all so pure. And then like when I was more of a teenager, I fell into metal and
Uh,
that's when it all shifted.
that's how it normally happens, right? Like it just all comes together like that pretty much.
Yeah, there's that song, that band for all of us. I guess that like you discover and then you're like, man, I love that, and then you fall in the pit.
Yeah, exactly. So what was the first metal band that got you sucked in?
I remember actually the band and also the song. It was "Blinded in Chains" by Avenged Sevenfold,
Okay.
so
Nice.
American band actually. And I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful and so melodic and so everything and wow, and I just like got bewitched.
It's awesome that you said that because Avenged Sevenfold was definitely one of the first bands that brought me into the screaming side of metal, I should say, because I listened to
Yes.
like a lot of metal, but not that intense yet. And it was All That Remains, Avenged Sevenfold. They started out when they first started, so that's awesome. That's awesome. So we both kind of same band, different era though. I think I was listening to Waking the Fallen and the
Yes.
one before that, Sounding Trumpet. I don't recognize the name that you said is probably on a later one, right? Or
Yeah, Blinded in Chains was in City of Evil,
There
and
we go.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm more of a like mainstream fan. I mean, I started off as a mainstream fan because I discovered them in 2013.
Hmm.
And that's when they had just released City of Evil, or they were like just about to, or something like that.
Hmm.
And that's what actually got them into the mainstream scene. Because yeah,
It did.
before that, Wake in the Fallen and Sounding the Seventh Trumpet were more like metalcore. So yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
scream, and they shifted styles as well over time. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about for Wake in the Fallen, and a few of my favorite songs are in Wake in the Fallen, actually.
Yeah, I think that like made like the mainstream start recognizing them a little bit when they had like Unholy Confessions and stuff, and then and City of Evil is
Exactly.
actually a really good album. Like this, even though they did a complete genre change, that's actually really good guitar work and everything in there. It's actually a really good album, in
Sinister
general.
Gates.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good, and I forgot what was it. So have you listened to, I always ask everyone, because the main our channel, we focus on a lot of Japanese rock and metal and stuff. Have you listened to any Japanese metal or rock?
Yes, I did actually, and it's funny that you bring this up because in addition to being a singer, I'm also a manga author, actually, and I have five manga books edited in France through an editor,
Hmm.
actually. And when I saw that you were in this sort of band as well, I was like, "Oh shit, that's so cool!" And I just love that. I was just like hooked on it. I mean, even though the style is not necessarily what I would like go to or listen to,
Hmm.
I just thought like the music video and everything, I was like so into it, dude.
Oh, that one that was just playing right now?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a Maximum Hormone cover that we did. And
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
wanted to do,
I
yeah.
recognized that. And I saw Maximum the Hormone as well in at Hellfest.
Oh, that's awesome. How were they?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
You just saw them two
They're
weeks ago?
crazy.
They're crazy.
They're crazy. I did not know them, but I was like, yeah, a Japanese band. I need to see them, because they're a bit, yeah, they're a bit cray cray, but you gotta love that. And I also love like Japanese openings. I did a few covers of Japanese anime covers, like the Naruto ones and Attack on Titan as well. So,
We did Attack on Titan also.
oh, which one?
The very first season opening.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we did that one. I have to show it to you. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Na 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 na. Na.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I just love that.
So
I haven't watched.
which openings
Yeah,
did you do? Did you do?
I did the second one, Dedicate Your Hearts.
Mm.
But I did the Epica one, and I am currently actually working. This is exclusivity. I am currently working on Rumbling.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yes,
Hey,
that's gonna be fun.
if you need guitar work or anything, you can hit me up. Oh yeah, you
If
have
I
a whole
need if I
band.
need what? Sorry.
If you need guitar work, but I'm like, you have a whole
Oh, this
band.
hard work.
You have a whole
Okay,
band, so never
could
mind.
be fun to do like a sort of collaboration if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, of
I'd be
course.
down for it. We
Why not?
I did learn rumbling actually already, but I was
Ooh.
having issues finding the vocalist for it. So we had I did a reaction to that and did improvisation over it and stuff. I really love that song.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's a done deal.
Yeah. Nice.
I have the vocals and I don't have the instruments. Like usually, what I do is I just like scour the internet for like instrumentals that are already there and done.
Hmm.
And this is not the thing that I want to spend like a long time trying to mix and everything, because it's supposed to be my fun time on my YouTube channel. So
Mm.
I don't spend too much time on it. I just try to nail the vocals and that's it. So if you guys have the instrumental, it's even better. We can take the best of both world, and
Yeah.
make something happen.
Yeah, definitely. My friend Vicky, like that's what I do for her. She does a lot of softer anime stuff. You know, she did Omura, the Lisa's version to oh my god, I'm forgetting the name of the anime. Chat, help me out. If you guys
I don't
remember,
know. What's the
I don't know.
story?
Oh man,
What's the story?
Death Note? No, it's not Death Note. I can't remember. It's gonna bother the crap out of me. But anyways, so yeah, so I've always do that. Demon Slayer. There you go. Thanks, chat.
Demon Slayer. Oh my god, yeah, I love Demon Slayer.
Yeah, so I help mix because I mix songs for people and stuff like that online, and do all that
Oh,
stuff. So yeah, so everything like that song I mixed, recorded all that stuff here, and put it all
cool. Good to
together. Yep.
know.
Yeah.
Amazing. A
Well,
passion we share.
yeah. And so, what's your favorite anime then? That being said, I can't believe you're
Oh
author of
God.
manga books, so that's still blowing my mind. You're gonna have to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I started drawing mangas before like actually starting to be professional about music. So yeah, that
Yeah.
was my main thing before. But my favorite anime, I would, oof, it's hard. If you take out all the fillers, I would say Naruto holds it up pretty high. Um, but given that there are so many fillers and I can't go through a whole season without, skipping a few episodes that are useless, I'd say that currently I really like Demon Slayer, but an overall classic would be Attack on Titan.
I need to
Yeah,
finish it. I actually
me
really
too.
enjoyed season one, and I never got back into it. So it's funny because anime. I was doing anime reactions. I never really watched anime. It was my buddy Eric, who's also on the channel. He
Okay.
did. That's how we got into this whole channel thing, was because of reacting to that. And I was like, I really love the song. Like, I love the song so much. I love the music to the anime that we're reacting
Yeah.
to a lot. And it just turned into like, well, why don't we just react to music? And that's how it all started. So, but
Yeah, it's a great I would say source. It's a great source of reactions for openings because their openings are always so beautiful and so cinematic. So
yeah, they're very good.
yeah.
So you've seen Maximum Hormone live. Have you seen any other Japanese bands live?
Live, no, unfortunately, never. I wish I had seen Baby Metal because I saw a few videos of them, and they're really, really cool. What's this band again? Love Bites.
Love Bite. Yeah. Right here.
Yeah, yeah. I know that they're really nice from what a friend told me, but I never got to see them live either. It's just random that I never saw them. I'm not trying to avoid them. I really like what they do. I'm not like a huge First Hour fan, but I like what they do and respect it a lot. But I never got to see any of them.
Yeah. So you've listened to a couple songs by Love Bites and stuff like that already, or
Uh, yes. So I don't know the titles.
yeah, I'm bad with
Spoiler
it
alert.
too. I really
Yeah.
bad with titles.
But I listened to what they do, and it's really funny because it's more like honestly, it's not that aggressive. It's less aggressive than Baby Metal, for example. It's more like poppy, and when you know that their main inspiration was Hailstorm, obviously you understand why it's not so aggressive because Hailstorm is more like rock, pop rock, hard rock sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I listen to what they do, and sometimes from time to time I just go on YouTube and I just lose myself in a few videos, among which Love Bites. Yeah.
Yeah. I consider it on like the power metal side. I would say like very classic
Yes.
power metal style, like Iron Maiden kind of
Japanese
style.
love
Yeah.
their power metal.
Yeah. It's like there's another great band, Gallinarius, that's along the same lines, but they have their own twist on it. That sounds really good too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another
I like
band.
Flow as well. Flow. Flow
Yeah.
is another Japanese band that I like. I
Flow.
discovered them through Naruto.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that? Spell
Flow, like just flow.
just F
F,
L O
like you got the flow, dude. You got the flow. Like
with the W
just
or
like
without
that.
the W?
With a W, with a W.
I'm gonna
Like
say it.
overflowing, but without the over and ing.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. So it's from Naruto.
Yeah, it's from Naruto.
Oh
They did
yeah.
they did a bunch of openings for Naruto. Actually, they're kind of like the big star of the best openings were from them. Actually,
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I watch. I probably have heard them and don't even remember. Yeah. I see.
probably yeah.
See
You
all
probably
the
know the openings without knowing it.
without knowing it. Yeah. It was like sometimes we've checked out so many songs that I can't even keep up with like what
I
I've
get
already
that.
done and haven't done. I think we're at like probably done 1,000 songs probably. Oh, it's
Oh God.
somewhere up there somewhere. So he just says it's a hard rock J rock from the mid 2000s. Nice. So have you ever heard of Bandmade?
Have I what?
Heard of Bandmade? That's like a big
Band
band that's coming out of Japan lately.
band made? I don't think so. I don't think so. Sorry.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's so funny like how that works. We've had people on the channel like where they didn't hear a band made and then they did. So it's sometimes like people hear about them right away through there, and then other times it's reverse where they haven't heard of Baby Metal but heard a band made. It's interesting how that works because the bands are like normally the fans normally like push it. You know, when people are reacting to it, they'll be like, "Oh, check out this band," because that's what I found about Bandmate. It was because of Maximum Hormone. Maximum Hormone is my favorite Japanese metal band. Love them a lot. I just wish they'd come out with new music, though.
You should have come to Hellfest with us.
I was supposed to go to Spain. I was supposed to go to Barcelona, but travel restrictions and stuff like that for the U.S. and stuff was like, of course, right on that month was a big issue. Actually, I think it still is an issue. I don't even think I can still go over there. So, but I probably could have if I knew that was going to happen. I would have went to the one. I would have definitely went to that one in Hellfest. I definitely plan on going over there for sure. Are you guys planning on any touring and stuff with the band soon?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we are actually. We're just like planning everything up right now. And some stuff will be announced soon, and some stuff is still being organized and put in place. We're currently working on end of 2022 and 2023 in general, like up until next summer at least for now.
Oh, very cool.
Nothing,
Are you guys planning
nothing to be announced yet, but it's going to be announced soon.
Yeah, awesome. Are you just can I ask this question? Do you plan on coming to the US?
Ooh, I don't know.
I was like, I'm not sure if we can say or not.
I don't know. What I can tell you is that we know, given the data that we have, given everything that we've been observing so far since the single came out, is that we definitely have a huge fan base proportionally in the US. So that would not be out of the table. But, you know, there's a lot of things to consider before saying yes to that. So I can't say.
Oh, tell me more about that. Like, how do you guys do that with the data? Like, how do you process that? Like, how do you figure out where you are going to play?
So, you know, when you have like Spotify for artists and YouTube and everything, all this stuff is being tracked down. So you can see like not who, like as in you don't have the name of the person. Don't worry, people who are stalking me, I don't know it. But
she knows all
I
your
don't see
data.
your name. Like no, but like you can see like the main cities and the mainstream sources basically. Like you can see the countries and the cities where the mainstream numbers are coming from, the highest numbers. So yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we see where it would make sense to go because we would have an audience.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. So you mainly just use Spotify's data more than anything? Do you track it through YouTube?
Has way more data.
Oh yeah,
the
but
label, they have like, of course, with the sales and everything, like the CD sales and all, they have way more data. But the ones that we have access to are Spotify for artists and YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So where is your main base of fans?
For now, the US.
The US? Oh, awesome.
Yeah. The US is big. We have Canada as well. We have Germany. Germany is a big one. And France is rising. France is rising. Obviously, we have like a nest in Italy, which makes sense. But we also have, France rising. It was not so high before, but it's catching up, actually.
So you said you have a nest in Italy. What do you mean by that?
Meaning the band members are Italian.
Oh, they're all from, okay.
Yes, they're all from Italy, and the former singer was Italian as well. So, like, this is how the band was born. The founder, Federico, the founder. So, like, the leader of the band is from Italy as well, even though he now lives in Berlin. Hi, Fede, if you're watching. And so, yeah, like, Italy is in the DNA of the band. So, obviously, this is where they played first before I joined them, and this is where people are the most loyal, I would say, for now. So yeah, that's obviously a huge part of the band's DNA. So Italy is very present, but not as much, surprisingly, as the US.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it's
it's not surprising. Proportionally, it makes sense, but
yeah, for like Dicodec is like the opposite. Like it's over there. Like the
yeah,
fan
exactly.
base.
It's another world. But like you guys are so many, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like it's definitely a high portion like over in like Japan and stuff and like in Europe
yeah,
in general. But
exactly.
US is like right underneath it, but it's mainly over there. And so yeah, it's interesting how that works. I wonder how accurate it is too sometimes. Like you said, labels probably have like way more
Yeah, I
things.
can't tell you exactly. I can't tell you everything because I just don't have all the data that the label
Oh,
has, but
oh no worries. I
we
was just
do have
curious.
some information. I think we have a few questions actually on YouTube
Okay. Well,
on the chat. I don't know how you want to do that, but
yeah,
if at some
I'll
point you
bring
want
it
to
in.
answer some questions.
Yeah, I'll bring it in halfway through. Let me see what's going on here. I'll
Amazing.
definitely show you some Bandmade today, but we definitely want to check out your song. And
Okay.
so Teresa said, "Laugh out, stalkers getting stalked right back." Yeah, exactly. Google probably has your name, by the way. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Google
Google
has a
has
list of
everything.
everyone's names. So I was gonna ask you though, how many live shows have you guys been doing? Like, is this something you just newly joined, or you've been with the band for a while, or
I joined during COVID,
okay,
at the very beginning of COVID, and the album was halfway through being written. I mean, more than halfway through, actually. Like, they had almost all the songs done, so I had to like learn them and work on them, record the demos and everything. So for live shows right now we didn't have any yet. We rehearsed, obviously. We are preparing shows, but our shows coming up during winter will be the first ones.
oh, nice, nice. There's a show right here that says, "What is the direction of the new album since you joined? Is it a little
It's
different than
more,
before with the last singer, or is it?"
oh, it definitely is. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a bit surprising, but in a good way, for people, because before that it was more like a symphonic metal with like touches of modern, yeah, with modern touches basically. Before, right now it's more like modern, a bit like Spirit Box, more modern Evanescence as well, with touches of symphonic metal now. So
Yeah,
there's a switch, definitely a switch between before and now. I have nothing to do with it per se because the songs were already set when I joined them. I just helped the process with my voice.
gotcha. Did they have like vocals like kind of already decided a little bit, or like, or
For the
did they
album, you
have,
mean?
or did you just write them like fresh or vocals? Like they just gave you the music and then you just wrote vocals for it, or were they like, oh, here's the melodies that we're thinking? Like, how did that go?
So Federico, who writes the music, usually gave us an idea. So it was like, yeah, this is what I want this song to talk about. This is the vocal line, like the melody
Oh,
and
okay.
everything. And then he was like, okay, Mattia, so the other guitar player, and Lina, you guys write the lyrics. So we were having calls and discussing the lyrics together with Mattia. And then that's basically how it went. And if we had an idea, like, okay, here, for example, this is too complicated to find something here. Like, why not put something else that would be better suited, etc. Like Federico is very open to like discussing ideas,
That's
even though
good.
he already had, yeah, he had a lot of opinions already because he knew where he wanted to go. But obviously, we got to change a few things when it was not necessarily matching or for my voice, because the album was originally written for Federica's voice, the former singer. So we had to adjust a few things, just a few, but still. And we added screams, which were not there before.
Oh, okay.
So
So
yeah,
they didn't have screams in the band before, so that's like a
no,
new thing. Okay.
it was all clean. Yeah, it was all clean, and this is new.
So it is going to be maybe slightly heavier than older stuff.
Oh, it's definitely more aggressive and way heavier. Yeah, it's way more aggressive and it's way darker as well. A few optimistic songs, but
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, the general overall direction is definitely heavier and more aggressive.
That is awesome. Now, with this single "Call My Name," right? That's the new one. Is this a good like snapshot of what people can expect for the album when we play this?
No.
Or has it changed drastically? Like, no, it's not. I had a feeling
No,
it
yes,
wouldn't be.
yes and no. We chose this single, to be like transparent with you. We chose this single because we knew that it was not going to overthrow people.
Okay.
Because it's familiar. It has a lot of elements that you could find from the previous Sleeping Romance stuff, but it also has some like new elements. So Call My Name is a bit of like a bridge in between the old and the new. We're definitely going even further with the actual album in the new identity.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's go ahead and check it out.
Honest.
We're gonna check it out,
Yeah,
and
okay.
we're gonna break it down. Shell, thank you so much for the donation. He says, passcode, anything new you liked that one, Alan? I don't know what you're talking about, Shell, but okay. Anything?
Oh.
I think he's talking about what to show you from Passcode. Yeah, we'll get to that too. It's another Japanese band, and I'm definitely gonna show you some Bandmate. Have to show you some Bandmate.
Yes, please do. Bit. Yeah. I'm reading the questions as we speak as well. I see a few like, does Lina Victoria also growl or scream, etc. Next single. Okay, we can answer all of that later if you want.
Yeah. We'll take a brief segment, guys, and we'll answer all your guys' questions. All right.
Yes, keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. She's tracking them. All right, yes. So here we go. We're gonna check this out. And let me just switch this over. All right, so this is a new music video. Now, she has a YouTube channel, right? Your own YouTube channel, and the band has their own one, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so make sure you follow her on both of those. On your channel, you do like covers and stuff. You have like, you said you had a couple anime covers and stuff on there,
yes.
Or nice.
Yeah, I do my own covers. It's like my chill singing time. It's wherever I just what I want, not bothering about like mixing, quality, blah blah blah, just doing whatever I like.
Awesome. And what's the channel, what's your channel called? It's just your name, or
Lina Victoria? Yeah,
so Lina Victoria, guys, if you want to check that out. All right, so here is the new single, and let's check it out. All I can tell you guys, before I know people are gonna say it's a mix, does sound really good. It's like an ongoing thing on this.
Federico will be happy. He's the one who mixed it.
Awesome. It is really good from what I heard so far. Now, one thing I really love about this already is just like, it's a unique tone too. It's not like your typical like heavy, just like your normal tones of distortion. That's what I like about it. It almost sounds like if it's on a neck pickup on the guitar, but I know it's not. What is the other instrument that's going with the guitar? It was like dun, 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 dun. What's that other instrument that's with it? Is it like a string instrument or?
Yeah, we have strings actually. Also, we have 2 violins, one viola that my husband plays actually.
Oh wow!
And he's the one who recorded it, the album, and the cello. So we have a string quartet playing with us.
That is awesome. Yeah, you can hear it in that opening line, and it actually makes it heavier, like that. Dun, 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 dun. So I thought that was cool, and I think it really it almost makes it sound like it's the guitar doing it. So
exactly.
I feel like it's like a guitar tone. Yeah, it meshes well.
You did a great job.
It's awesome.
Is who
I love these unique tones. They're so cool. I like it when bands like actually try something different than your typical like metal distortion and stuff like that. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, cause it gives it this warm feel, like organic. It doesn't sound all digital and stuff like that. Cause some bands go too a little heavy, I think, with the distortion, and like it almost sounds like not real. Like almost like if they program the guitar, cause you know you have all those programs now where you can like literally
Yes.
program. So I really appreciate the crap out of that. It sounds really good. Nice transition.
I'll survive to the fire, burning away my soul. Now it's taking over. This duality in me is who I am. So now call my name. I'll survive to the fire, burning away my soul. Now it's taking over. This duality in me is who I am. So now call my name.
Very cool. Now, what is this song about? Like,
Okay, so yeah, just to reply to some people, yeah, of course it's lagging, yeah, because of the stream. So I encourage everybody to go check out the music video on their own laptop with their own stable connection, because obviously it's gonna be better than here. But it didn't lag for
yeah, I was
me,
about to
to be
say it's
honest.
not lagging on our end, so
No,
that's
exactly. So I
very
didn't notice anything. So yeah.
yeah.
But
No,
yeah, so this song is about, okay, let's try to like put two things in parallel, what's happening in the music video, like what people see, and then I can do like the meaning
yeah.
behind it. So what you see at the beginning, well, obviously us playing, but that's like not part of the story. But you see this guy arriving in a like in a weird dark house, in his like work clothes and everything, and you see him going in this tiny in these tiny corridors and arriving in a classified room, like a super empty room, very cold, very white. And then he just starts putting on like all the material you need, like to do something creepy, like to either kill someone or paint.
That's what I was thinking. Kill someone, because I saw the red. I was like, or
Yeah,
painting. All right, continue.
exactly.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. It's exactly the reaction that we wanted to provoke. You know, like to have people wonder, like, shit, who's he gonna kill? Like, is this some like Dexter shit?
Yeah.
But it's not. So basically, you see him starting to paint and just doing this thing that is entirely in contradiction, visually at least, with what you expected from him, seeing him in like his very tight work clothes and all. So and then you see him like leave the house and being like super very like satisfied, and you know, he's had his day and he's happy with it. So this is what you see. The meaning is that what we wanted to convey is, Call My Name is about expressing yourself for who you really are. You know, like when you go to your daily job, to your day job, and you have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain way, you have to behave a certain way. And you can't really show your colleagues, for example, who you really are. And sometimes you can't even show your friends who you really are, like all the facets of yourself. because you're scared of their reaction, you're scared you won't belong, so you have to like be a certain person to be socially accepted, basically. And what the message, what we're trying to say here is like, fuck this shit. Just be yourself. Be yourself for who you are and love yourself, and just let people see who you really are, you know, except if you're a serial killer, like please keep your urges to yourself, obviously. But
All right.
you know, we don't want you going around being like, yes, I love myself, I want to kill children, I'm going to kill children. Like, no, that's not what this is about.
Yeah.
It's about being
I'm glad for the clarification.
Yeah, no. We really like don't want that. We're talking about like the purity.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. That was awesome.
Yeah. Of like just being unapologetically yourself.
Hey, some of them might think that's pure, though. I don't know. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not in their heads. I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in these people's minds. But anyway, that's just not what it's about. It's just about like being yourself and not being scared to show everything you are. And you might be surprised, you know, like people would accept you for who you are, even though you think you're a weirdo. And I just love weirdos. I've had this geeky side, myself with like the mangas and stuff. And when I was in high school, to be like, not kind of cool, but to be like accepted and all, I wouldn't really show this side of myself except to my very close friends, because other people thought like mangas were weird and everything. But as an adult, I was like, yeah, I don't know. This is part of who I am. This is what makes me who I am, like weird. And that's cool to me. And we were just trying to convey this message, you know, and you can see that this room that's originally very white and scary and all plastic, basically, becomes like all colored, you know, in the end. And it's also a metaphor, you know, to show like what you are inside should be colorful. Don't let it go all white and blank because you have something to share with the world. Just show it and you'll feel better.
Yeah. I have this, like, you know, I think everyone's like, everyone's so different. So everybody is just by default, we could just say they're weird, but everybody just has their own different preferences and stuff. But it's like you said, but society makes you try to fit into one thing. But
Exactly.
in reality, all the people that are pretending to be a certain way or something, everybody has their own little thing, you know? That's different,
so
for sure.
Just be yourself and you might be surprised. And if these people don't accept you for who you are, then like you don't need them in your life.
Yeah, for sure. And like not having that negativity, you know, always around you. I've definitely had those people in your life where you're just like, you're bringing this whole thing down, you know?
Yeah, like everybody can relate, I think. Well, you now and hopefully or not, a few people who are listening to us right now who are watching us. That's why we wrote it.
That's awesome. That's a great message. This great song sounds really good. Very unique on the mixing side of things. And your voice sounds really good over it. It's very beautiful sounding. I love how it just like perfectly fits with the music and stuff. So you guys did a really good job like getting it set up for your voice, which is really cool. And
Thanks.
The screams sounded good.
That's all Federico, by the way.
Yeah.
Federico did a great job like adapting all of that. Yeah. Kudos.
Did you do all this? You did all the screams in this one too, right?
Yes.
Awesome. It sounded good. They sounded really good.
Thank you.
I was not expecting those types of screams. They sound really good. I love the thickness to them. How long did it take you? Like, when did you start doing screams? Did you like teach yourself, or how did you decide to start doing that?
Yeah, I taught myself because I loved In This Moment.
Okay.
And the band, and I was like, wow, how is she doing that? It is so sexy. And I just started to like imitate what she was doing and trying to have the same sound and to find the same like harshness, because I did not have that. Some voices, when you start like screaming, it saturates naturally. I did not have that, you know, when I was developing my singing sounds. I did not have this capacity to have it saturated just by screaming, just by like raising my voice.
Yeah.
So I had to like find these like chords to actually emit this sound, and I just tried to imitate it until I got it. And yeah, it's a thing that I'm still trying to work on to get it deeper, to get it more interesting. So Yeah.
It's sounding good already. I think you're on your way, and it doesn't hurt or anything, right? Like you have no pain when you do that and stuff. Or you?
No, not at all. I've been screaming for years. I've been doing like fry and more recently growling as
Mhm.
well. So both of them are very different like technique, but none of them hurts. I mean, they say, that if this hurts, you're doing it wrong. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean,
yeah.
even last night, I played a gig last night, and it's crazy. Like even doing rasp on your voice is another thing. It's pretty much like another form of screaming, right? So you have like these
Yeah.
degrees of doing it. And when you're running around on stage, Jesus, you got to make sure your breath control is on point.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's not the same. Like honestly, it's not a thing that I managed to do like just like that, speaking to people. It's a thing that needs like vocal warm up and like a whole routine before doing it properly. So if you have a bit of tension or you're stressed, the sound is not going to come out. You need to be very
Yeah.
relaxed and open all your flows
Yeah.
to be able to do it right. Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing, like when you're first starting out with singing, is like learning to be relaxed at all times when you're
Yeah.
singing an emotional song also, or
Oh
like
yeah.
an angry song, and you still have to keep relaxed. Cause yeah, you're right. As soon as you tense up, all of a sudden you lose your voice and stuff like that. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily hurt, but yeah, it just like goes away.
Yeah, and the
And
throat goes like no.
no. So when did you start? Did you like start learning how to sing? You started learning how to sing, right? But did you have coaches? Did you try like, do you have exercises and stuff that you do? Like, how did you develop your singing voice?
Yes. So for a while, I went without a coach. Actually, now I have a singing coach in Paris. But all these last years before that, I never had a single real singing lesson. Like I had stuff online and everything, but I never
Hmm.
had like a proper person following me through and really coaching me and everything. But since we're gonna go on tour, I've had like small tours before, but I've never had long yearly around tours. So I really want to gear up and be fully prepared for that. And obviously, it should go fine.
Yeah.
Not worried, but I think it's always good to have someone following you and giving you the best tools for your voice. But before that, no, I started just by imitating a few different singers to find my own voice, like Amy Lee from Evanescence. Uh, Maria Brink as well,
Hmm.
Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm. Like I tried out different stuff, and I just felt what was right for me naturally and what I wanted to develop and how to go there without injuring myself. And I did some like exercises by myself. I went through all the internet. I'm a huge like internet wanderer. Like if I need something,
Same.
I can spend like a whole day on the internet trying to find out exactly what I
Yeah.
want and covering like 360 the subject, the topic that I'm onto. So
Yeah.
this is what I did for every little thing that I wanted to sing better. Every registry, like I discovered what these things meant, like head voice, belt voice when I
Hmm.
was around like, yeah, 17, and I wanted to get more like serious. So I was like, okay, how to belt, how to control your head voice, mixed voice, like all these things that you feel but don't understand or don't fathom.
Hmm.
I learned them through the internet before getting my own coach now.
What was the biggest difference, like you going and getting a coach? What was the thing you're like, oh my God, I wish I had gotten a coach sooner?
I think it's working on stability and putting words, like not words, but like putting proper organs on what's happening,
Yeah.
because when you sing and you don't have like the proper teaching, you just feel stuff, you feel where it's happening, but you don't necessarily know what it's called. You know how to work it, but you don't know what it's called, or if you're tired, you don't know why it's coming from there or there. And
Hmm.
I think that having a coach made me manage better my stamina in general, my energy, and
I
because I
completely
tend to
agree.
give. Yeah, I tend to give a lot, in general, like in my behavior in general, like I'm
Yeah.
always all over the place and very passionate in everything I do in my way of speaking. So the coach really helped me find a way to relax all this and to have a better ongoing energy rather than like peaks and stuff.
Hmm.
in my singing voice and my speaking voice, and in general, being having more endurance.
Yeah, I completely agree. Those my vocal
Right?
coach Sam Johnson, who also does reactions on YouTube, he because I'd only started like a few years ago, and it's crazy how he just knows. He's like, all right, put your tongue like this, and like that, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you can do it, and you're like, wow.
Exactly.
So
I had that in me.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's what she said. Oh my God, I'm saying. I could not
He said
not
it before
say
me.
it.
He said it. I was about to say it. I was like, and then he said it. I'm like, oh, okay.
I am so sorry. I'm never watching The Office again.
I love The Office, man. I can watch that every episode over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, you're a human being. Of course, you love The Office.
Awesome. But yeah, back to the with the vocal coaching thing, yeah, it's just crazy like how a good one, I should say, because I've had a bad one before, and like you know when you just feel like you're going through the motions, and you're like, I'm not really learning anything. Like, I'm not
Yeah, I mean, you're saying bad coach. I think probably he was bad,
Yeah.
but I think that also there's not necessarily a bad or good coach. It's just like personalities, and
That's true.
maybe he was just not good for you, but someone else needed like this personality,
True.
So maybe I'm saying maybe.
No,
Maybe
you're
he just
absolutely
can't.
right. You're absolutely right. I do think there's specific coaches for certain people, depending. It's just like with the reaction channels, like people like certain reactors over other ones, depending on personalities and stuff like that, right? So it's kind of like the same thing. The thing I was grateful about for him was it pushed me to make sure I practiced. So when I showed up, it didn't wasn't complete ass,
Yeah,
well, still
you
sucked,
can't
but
cheat.
yeah. So at least you're still getting that familiar thing is singing in front of someone and stuff like that.
Exactly.
When you first started singing, what were like some of the biggest challenges when you were in the moment trying to sing? Like when you were first starting out?
When I was first starting out, it was trying to find the energy to go over instruments, because I realized that singing for myself in my room, not wanting my parents to hear, was definitely not the same thing as singing with just an acoustic guitar. Because at first, so I had this like nice, cute trauma when I was a kid, is that when I was like 13, no, I was like 11, I tried singing in front of my parents, but then I saw them laughing. But because I was singing like a Britney Spears song that was about love and everything, and I was 11, so obviously that was funny. And in English, which was not their first, it was not their first language, and I was not fully like fluent in English yet. But I just saw them laughing. And then from the age of 11 until my 17th or 18th birthday, I didn't dare make a singing sound next to anybody, because I just thought I was ridiculous. I was like, I think I sound good, but last time I did it in front of people, they laughed, so I must not be that good. I probably even suck and I don't know it, so I'll just sing to myself. And when I started singing with a friend of mine playing the acoustic guitar, my voice was so low in terms of volume that, like the power. So the power was my main challenge, because it's not the same thing to sing like, and then having an acoustic guitar next to you, you have to like power through.
Yeah.
You have to, you have to cover it or like be with it. And so I had to change modes, and I was like, why isn't it working like this? So you can't sing like this. It's not powerful. So I had to discover my belting voice, my chest voice, which is not the same, but
I know what you mean.
And this was my main challenge, like understanding how to sing in a higher volume while being on tune.
Yeah.
Because that's when you lose everything.
Yeah, it seems like it just goes away, right? You're like, once it feels so much easier to hit the notes while it's lower, but then you go to belt it out and you're like, ah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, fuck, that's not so easy, is it? And that was my biggest challenge. I remember I was like, oh, fuck, actually, I need to go higher. And the sound needs to be higher. So how am I going to do that and stay on tune? It's not what I had imagined. And I'm not even going to tell you about the first time we did like a plugged song with one guitar, one bass, one drum, like going full on power. And of course I had a microphone, but like no one could hear me. And I was like, okay, I'm maybe not made for this in the end.
And what happened? Were you like live? Now I want to hear about it. If you don't mind talking about it.
It's just that, yeah, well, we're going to talk about it. We're down the rabbit hole now, but it's just that, yeah, I had worked on a song. It was the Arctic Monkeys. It was just like with a bunch of friends. We were rehearsing in high school. And by that time, I think I was like 18 or something. And the first time we decided, so we were like, okay, so you learn this song at the bass, you learn you're learning at the guitar, and blah, blah, blah. And I did my part with the voice. And I arrived, I had the microphone, like a classic Shure. I plugged it. We had like a proper rehearsal room, but then my voice was again like this. And I was,
oh no.
I was completely, it was the first time that I heard my voice with other live instruments being plugged and full on power, you know. So I was completely thrown off. And I think every singer, I would like to hear about this very first time that every singer experienced where their voice was on a microphone with the other big metal instruments or just any instrument, you know. It's super, it's not annoying. It's just very, very overwhelming. You can't hear yourself. You can't hear anything. You just feel like you're this little powerless thing and your voice will never come out of it.
So, funny story. I had the complete opposite where I was too obnoxiously loud. And it was not good. Like, cause you know, there's a certain way you hit notes, but I would hit the note and stuff, but I was too like abrupt. Like it was just like, it was like that. And it was too I had the opposite problem. And so I had no problem getting through instruments. But then when I did acoustic, I started doing the acoustic shows. And like my first one, I watched back the recording. I'm like, I was like, it was too loud.
Tone it down.
Yeah, I needed to tone it down. So it's the complete opposite where I have to get used to singing like leveled, you know, like you said, the opposite, right? But still have to level it. You still have to have your, you know, climax and stuff like that with the vocals and having that control, right? Just like with guitar, it's the same thing. I play lighter during certain parts. Exactly. It's the same idea, but just doing it with your voice is just so weird. So I had the opposite
control at the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, so I had the opposite where it was like I was too loud. I was like, that weird.
Must be. I would like to see if, I mean, we're going on a completely different topic now and we're not going to stay on it for long, but I'm wondering if this is a girl versus boy thing, you know, where girls, we're taught to be like, I don't want to see sexism everywhere, you know, obviously, but I wonder if because boys, you're taught to be like loud and, you know, and there and to stand up for yourself. Whereas girls, we are taught to be like discreet and like ladies and calm and composed. So
totally could be that.
Could be. I would like to have people who are watching, please tell us what you think.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
I'm very interested in that. It's a sociological issue that I'm very interested in. Like, does it come from the fact that you were a boy and more like confident to shout it out? And from the fact that, I don't know.
For me personally, I've always had a lot of fucking energy. So I'm always like, I have obnoxious amount of energy sometimes. Like right now I'm like leveled, but I have moments where I'm just like, wah! Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
that's what you want.
Yeah. My mom, my grandmother would always tell me, they were like, we can hear you. You don't need to scream. I'm like, I'm not screaming, but it's just like, I just think, for me, it was just like how I am. I'm just loud.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, that's funny. So like, I actually had to I remember my grandmother like going, "Oh my God, you don't need to scream." I'm like, "Oh, God," I'd be so excited, about whatever it was, as a kid.
But grandma, you're deaf.
I know, right?
I'm just trying to level up,
David said it perfect. Inside voice, Alan. Inside. That's exactly what's told to me my entire life. Like all the time.
Well, we need to know from people who are here if it's actually a gender thing or not.
Yeah, Teresa says, I think that might be right. As a girl, you are told to be quiet from the start, but boys can be boys and be loud and wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's natural, kind of, even if you're not being told. It's like it depends. I think.
You just, yeah, you mimic what's around you. And, having grown up in Morocco and having my parents and my mom mainly telling me like to always be discreet, and she didn't like that I was speaking loud. And she was like, who did you get this from? Are you like in this family? We're all like shy, composed people, and you're just like all over the place. And she was always like, I wish you were more ladylike. And I probably got that in a part of my brain. She meant well, obviously. She still means well, but I probably got that like somewhere in the part of my brain, and like, yeah, it sticks with you. And you're like, no, I can't be too loud. I can't be.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I remember growing up, like, just I was quiet in school because I knew I was too loud. So I was the quiet kid, which I know a lot of people listening don't believe me, but I was quiet, stayed to myself because I knew that I was just obnoxious. So I just stayed to myself, you know what I mean? And then like, but when I would talk, I would talk. But when I was in school, throughout school, I just stayed quiet the whole time and just did my thing or whatever. So it was completely different. Yeah, I had my moments. Yeah.
Well, do what Call My Name is about. Be yourself.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I never was like myself in school for sure. I was definitely more quiet. I stayed to myself, because kids are pretty brutal when making fun. So like, you just like, I'm just going to avoid all of that. But
and kids don't have empathy fully developed yet, so they can be assholes.
Hey,
let's say it.
Sometimes they're good learning points, right? Sometimes you're like, okay, maybe there's a time and place, maybe. It all depends. I guess it depends, right? But you said you grew up in Morocco. I was gonna say, yeah. Tell us about like your journey, like where you're from. I know you ended up living in France for a while, so tell me about your journey growing up.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, I was born and raised in Morocco. Nothing very like, no big change until I was 20. I grew up there. I had like my full scholarship years there. And I left when I was 20 because I moved to France for my studies. So I did a business school in France. And after my master's degree, I left to Germany because that's where I got my first full-time job at Adidas, actually. So I worked in sports.
Adidas.
In digital marketing for 3 years. And during these 3 years of officially living in Germany, I was sent for 6 months in Boston. So I lived in your country, dude, for 6 months in Boston, which I loved, by the way. Massachusetts, go.
My friend's in Boston right now. He's on an assignment over there.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Amazing. Tell him to bring you back clam chowder. It's amazing. Yeah.
And then you were there for 6 months and then.
Yes. So I was like, so basically what happened is that I was supposed to live in Germany for at least 2 years for my job. But after 6 months, they told me I was needed in Boston for a mission in Reebok. So I went there, and then I came back after I finished my mission in there, and I lived in Germany for another 2 years. Yeah, that was it, 2 years. And then I came back to France. And this is where I've been living ever since. So I've been back to France for 3 years now, almost.
So
Yes, we're happy.
So have you and the band, like, do you guys meet up in person to practice, or how does that work? How do you guys work out practicing and all that stuff?
Yes, we're super lucky actually, because there's a 1 hour flight from Paris to each of their city, because they all live in different cities, but they're all very easily accessible from Paris, because Paris, this city is magic. You can get to anywhere in no time. So
that's awesome.
We don't have a lot of difficulties meeting up whenever we need to. So whether it be for rehearsals or just like taking pictures, photo shoots, official photo shoots, or music videos. We recorded all the music videos in Italy, and I'm actually super happy whenever I go there because we eat so well.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd be coming back Italian like $100 heavier. My
Yeah.
half my family is actually from, well, they're from Sicily, but
Oh,
they were in different parts of Italy. I still have family members over there that I haven't talked to in years. And so yeah,
you
I
should. They will
should
send you
visit.
good
Yeah.
food.
So I miss the food for sure. I miss my mom making the food.
Oh,
So we would always
yeah.
have the Sunday thing. You make, a big Italian feast, and then it was a Sunday thing. We always did that every Sunday and had lunch and stuff like that. So, but I haven't had like really good Italian food in a long time. You can't come by that here in El Paso. There's not really much Italian food going on here. But
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Italian food is just like, there's no comparison.
yeah,
And
it's
I'm
really.
saying that while being in France.
Well, what's the best food in France? Like, what is a staple from there that is good?
I mean, they have so many different distinguished food. So I think like the main difference between Italy and France is that in Italy you eat well and a lot, whereas in France, like basically simple flavors will be really good in Italy. Like you don't need to cook something super fancy
Mm,
for it to be good. You know, like everything, all the flavors are intense. All the spices are going to coat your mouth. So that's amazing. In France, it's more like matching up various stuff and trying to make something, yeah, surprising and subtle and yeah, more like it's not so much like in your face flavored.
hmm
It's more subtle and it's still delicious, obviously, but it's just another type of. You don't go eat in France for the same reason you go to Italy,
mm,
basically. So yeah, but they have a lot of good dish,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they're
Because
all super fancy.
I'm definitely I'm in favor of like the bold flavors for sure. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't like finishing my meal and still being hungry. You know, that's a recipe for frustration.
right?
I'm Moroccan. I'm Moroccan. I like my meal big, you know?
Yeah.
I
So
grew up with grandmothers like pouring me again and again and again, and they still think I'm super skinny. So like what can I tell you?
that's a thing over here too. Like they're like, "Ah, you're too skinny. Eat more." I think all grandmas
Yeah.
always do that, right? They're like, gotta eat
Meemaws,
more.
right? From
Yeah.
Texas. Meemaw.
They're like, you gotta keep eating. You're not fat
Yeah,
enough yet.
exactly. We love the meemaws.
All right, so with the band, Sleeping Romance, are you guys preparing for more music videos to come out? And by the way, if you want to link to their channel, it is in the pinned comment. I did see you
Yeah.
ask about that. It is in the pinned comment. Make sure you go
Yes.
subscribe to them. And
Someone asked about it.
it is pinned in there. So do you have more music videos getting ready to come out soon, or?
Oh yes, we have four music videos getting three more actually because we have four singles and we have three left coming up. Just so people know, in case you missed the news, the full album comes out on October 7th. So that should tell you
Mm,
the amount of time that is now left for
hmm.
you to get the three videos.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That is really cool. So you have it planned for October. Now, in the newer, like after this, I know it's like you're just working on this one album. Now, the next album, are you going to be, since you just joined, are you going to be more part of the writing process also, like from the scratch? Or do you guys do it like where they write the songs only? Or is that something that's changing in the future?
So usually Federico writes all the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like he has this. He's the idea generator, let's say, for the
Mm-hmm.
main stuff. And then I know that he wanted to change methods a little bit, but not like to not change it entirely, but maybe try other. He's very open, you know. So he really wants to try out new ways of working and everything, while also keeping the same spirit. And I think this is only possible if Fede keeps like a minimum of the, I would say, of the hold
Mm-hmm.
for of the album, because you know he knows where he wants to go and he has this general idea, and he has this direction set, and I think it's perfect. So let's keep going on it. But I think that we will try some other processes just to see, and we're trying stuff, and we've done that already for this album for a few songs. So yeah, why not reiterate?
Which is coming out October 7th, October 7th.
Yes.
Now,
Next single will drop soon. We will announce it in the following days, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah, we will announce that it's gonna be dropped a given day. And obviously we will always do that, announce a few days before about the new single being dropped.
And then you're on all social medias, right? Everyone can check you out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, all that good stuff.
Yes, we are on Instagram. Go follow us, because for some reason, not for some reason, we created the Instagram account way after Facebook. So we have like 16K followers on Facebook, but we have like 2,000 and something on Instagram. So guys, we do a lot of things on Instagram. We post stories. I have a lot of fun with the band's stories. So go check it out. Go on our Instagram. We have TikTok as well, if you want to see some fun videos. So we're everywhere.
So to answer the question, the music videos are going to be underneath the record label. That channel link is just to the personal channel, which are you planning on uploading anything on the Sleeping Romance channel, or?
Yeah, that's where we upload our like special videos. For example, we've had acoustic covers done from the former songs, acoustic versions. So this is where we posted them. We have what we call talk times videos, where we just comment on some very specific stuff. They see like you basically see the band just like being the band, being human. So this is the kind of videos that we post on the Sleeping Romance channel. But I don't know if we will be posting anything over there soon. But the reason why we separate this is because the label has more followers, obviously, and it's good for the people who follow the band to also see what the label has to offer, and vice versa, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who follow the label because they like other bands, they will get a notification that Sleeping Romance released new stuff. So that's like a self-nourishing circle, I would say.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of perfect. You know, you have that going on, but you can also, if you wanted to, you release covers on your channel, right? And then you can be like, hey, check out our original music here. And that can always work. Exactly. I saw you on like a few different record labels. Is that, how did that work out? Were they on a different one with a different singer, then they switched to another record label from what I saw?
No, so they started with Ulterium Records before I joined the band, and I was not there. So what I'm going to say will be very vague because
no worries.
I was not there.
But
they started out with Ulterium Records, with which, by the way, they still have we all actually have great relationships with them, and they're super helpful and everything. But then they got an offer for the next album. So they released the first album with Ulterium Records. Then they got an offer from Napalm Records, so that's why they left for Napalm Records. But then we just decided to move on with another label because we were not, I was not there again. I don't want to speak for the band, but they were not like 100% satisfied. So they just decided to go on with another label because of, change of style and everything. So there are many reasons that I was not part of.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
but
no worries.
That's why. And right now, basically, we're with this great German label, and they're taking good care of us.
What's their name? Is No Cut? Is that the name of it?
No Cut Entertainment. Yes.
No Cut Entertainment. Awesome. Yeah. So, and they have other bands you said that are would you say are along this style, you guys, or do they just have a variety of different bands that are over there?
They have a bit of everything, but all metal. But they're very open. They like to go in like other styles that are not necessarily mainstream. Like I think we're the most symphonic they have. They have monoing that is goth metal style, I would say.
Oh, okay.
They have some more like Rammstein style Mantra, for example. Yeah, so they have a big roster that is very. Yeah, they have a wide variety of artists, big and small.
Nice.
They have pirates also, pirate metal.
They have pirates also?
Yeah, I love that. They're fun. It's called Stormseeker.
Nice. And they're called Stormseeker. That's awesome.
Yes.
And So I'm going to show you, I guess I'm going to show you Bandmate songs. Since you've already heard Max from the Hormone, you saw them live. You
Yes.
heard Baby Metal. Have you,
Yes.
yeah, have you seen Baby Metal live? That'd be awesome. Yeah, but
No,
no.
I mean, I saw them on YouTube. I think I told you earlier, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
we're talking about Baby Metal. I
Yeah.
saw them on YouTube live, but never experienced the real thing.
Gotcha. I had to show you some Bandmate. Let me know in the
Go
chat,
ahead.
guys. Which Bandmate song should I show her? Let me know. I'll let you guys vote on that one. Which one? And somebody brought up Hanabiye, which they have a really good screamer, and that's really progressive. It's probably I'd almost say it's like kind of Max with a Hormone ish on certain songs. It really depends on what song that you pull up on there. So. While we're waiting for people that, suggest a song for that, what band are you listening to now, like, that you're obsessed with, been listening to a lot of?
Right now, let me check my Spotify, and I'm going to be very honest with you. Five Finger Death Punch.
That's what you've been, okay. What do you like about Five Finger Death Punch? I can never get into them. They're good, but I can't, I think live they sound better. But I don't know, it's just me. But what do you like about them?
I just saw them live as well, like at Hellfest actually, and I was in the circle pit, like Tiny Lina was in the circle pit for Five Finger Death Punch because I was like, I don't care if this is how I die, then I'm fine with it,
There you go.
I'm never getting into circle pits. I'm like crowd surfing, that's not a problem, but circle pits, I stay the hell away from them, except for Five Finger Death Punch. Five Finger Death Punch, I'm fine dying in a circle pit for. And I just like their headbanging potential. I just like that whenever I listen to them, I want to go to my CrossFit box and lift. I don't know. I just like the energy that they give me. I just like this brutal energy while also being melodic. Like he has this aggressivity in his voice while also being very melodic when he wants to. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right.
That's why.
And then what about any other bands?
Yeah, I'm checking right now, actually. Da.
Looks like we got a Domination Live is the one you guys want to do. I think I show her Domination. I'll show her the Manners music video. I think it's good. We'll do Domination Live official video. I'm assuming is what you guys are talking about, and I'll show her
People are
Manners.
warning me about you being obsessed with Bandmate. with what's their name again? Bandmate.
Obsessed?
Yes, it's in the chat. Someone told me like or something like it's his favorite or something. Hold on. Oh yeah, he's a bit of a Bandmate addict.
Oh, band. I think.
Someone in the chat just said that.
I like a lot of different Japanese bands. My favorite is Max from the Hormone for sure. But okay. Bandmate's definitely up there. There's a lot of other bands I listen to though. Like right now, I've been listening to a lot of different genres lately because I had to learn like 40 cover songs this past 3 weeks for gigs that we had, and man, I've been listening to a lot of like funk jazz stuff lately. I can't even remember the names because it's just like on a shuffle pretty much. So, but yeah, no, I wanted to show you them because you haven't heard of them, but you've heard of Baby Metal and Maximum Hormones,
Yes.
so that's cool.
Yes.
Like I said, I always like
Wretched
to
Rob is all over it.
introduce
Wretched Rob.
Wretched
Thank you,
Rob.
Wretched Rob.
He likes to troll a bit, so ignore him. Just,
I like it.
Just
I just like it. He likes Five Finger Death Punch. He just said they're great. So I like him. Whoever you are, I like you.
So, all right. So I don't know. I'm assuming the official live video, guys, is the one that you guys are talking about for Domination. So I'll play that one, and then I'll show you Manners. See what you think of them. You give your honest opinion to it.
I have no expectation whatsoever.
Your
so my
turn to
reaction's
react.
gonna be-
It's your turn to
Okay,
react.
let's go.
Is this your first reaction video?
Yes.
All right,
Poker
let's do
face.
this. All right. Let me know. People were saying the volume changed a little bit on here. Let me know if the volume did change. I don't think it did, but it should be good. It looks like it's good. But they were saying it was dipping earlier. So let's go ahead and check this out. This is Domination Live.
Iron Maiden.
It is, huh?
I can hear the sound though.
Oh, you can't hear the sound?
No.
Oh no. All right. I'm not sure. Yeah, somebody else was saying there's like a difference in the audio, so let me figure out why you can't hear that. That's weird.
In the meantime, I'll check the questions and try to reply to a few of them. Because I don't like leaving people hanging, you know? It's just, I guess, I've been too well educated. So, okay, Wretched Rob also loves Maria Brink. Okay, yeah, we're definitely friends. I'm just going to, by the way, turn on the light because it's starting to get dark.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Guys, is it much louder
Right back.
still? I think I figured out what it was. Let me know if the volume stabilized or not. And we'll get back to it.
Let there be light.
There's light. I think that fixed it. And wait, you said you still couldn't hear us, so let me see why that's happening. It should be, we'll test it out right now. Almost there.
Check the question.
Can you still hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me if you can hear the song. It can. Okay, it was on the wrong setting. All right, there we go. Now we'll get to it. And we shouldn't hear double volume anymore. But let me know if there is double volume still going on, guys. And I'm just happy that the internet's been working this long.
Yeah, no echo anymore.
Oh, you had echo the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Still not. What'd you say?
I don't have the sound anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Okay.
I had it before, and now I just don't.
I don't know why that's happening. Like I said, we've been having internet issues here, so you know what? It's fine. Check them out, okay? Check them out when you have a chance. I won't.
Right.
I won't try
Yeah,
to.
I'll
Yeah,
do that.
if the stream's going. Don't worry, guys. I'm moving again, so to a place where the internet actually works. So I've had an issue going on for the past 2 weeks. It's been really frustrating because I had to like quit my main job, and then like as soon as I started doing this again full time, all of a sudden I don't have internet anymore, which is like the whole cornerstone of doing this. So it's been.
But
it's
to make
been
up
horrible.
for it, we can work on that cover song to make
Yes.
up for not
Yes.
being able to have this reaction video on Bandmate.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Work on the cover song. So anything you want to tell everybody before we take off? Any last words you want to answer some questions? We can take some questions, guys, but you want to go ahead and give them the whole rundown on how to follow you guys and all that stuff. And there is a link to the main channel that's on there, but of course she has her own personal one too, where she releases covers, which is just underneath Lina Victoria, right?
Yes. Yeah, so obviously I have my own Instagram account, Lina Victoria Official. I have my own Facebook page, Lina Victoria, as well. But on Instagram for Sleeping Romance Official, you can follow us and interact with us. We all have access to the account, so it might be me responding, it might be someone else in the band, but we always reply. Super quick, actually. I'm proud of us. And stay tuned for send in your questions while I'm talking, by the way, so that I can see them right after that. But yeah, we are about to release 3 more singles. We're going to have a great set of singles and an amazing album, truly. Honestly, I knew it was going to be very good, but I did not expect it to be this great. After the mixing and after everything, it's just perfect. It's just beautiful. I think people are going to love it. So don't miss out. And check it out. And if you have any question at any point, send them either on my Instagram account or Sleeping Romance account. And yeah, we're super happy to share about our reasons that made us go this direction, which is very different from before. So go ahead and ask us
Awesome.
anything.
And October 9th, album's dropping, right? Did I say the right date?
7.
7. Damn it. I was close.
7. It's fine. Someone just said that my English is better than yours.
I believe it.
That's because you're Texan.
Yeah, I guess I've been here long enough now. Well, I'm originally from New York, but I've been here now like 14 years. Yeah, 14 years. I'll be heading back up north for a while.
State or city?
This in the state. I was born and raised in like Syracuse, New York, Central New York.
Syracuse, okay.
Born in Auburn and then lived in Syracuse most of my life. And then I was in the city for a while. I did not like it there. I like visiting.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like living there.
I liked visiting, but people are rude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the entire state. But
yeah, it's like I like to say that London is Paris on coffee, and New York is Paris on cocaine, basically.
That's a good one.
Like,
I like
yeah,
that.
like everything is like you just take Paris, every aspect that defines Paris as it is, and you just more. And you got New York, like New York is just Paris in more of everything, like more beautiful for some aspects, of course not all aspects. Let's not insult the European history, but like people are more rude as well. Everything is bigger, so yeah, like just New York is just Paris but more.
Gotcha. I never thought about it like that. I haven't been there in a while.
Did you ever visit Paris?
I've never been to Paris. I've never been to Europe. I was supposed to be.
What?
Yeah, I was supposed to be there. Like I was supposed to visit multiple times, and it's been kind of derailed every time I was about to go there. First, it was a pandemic that happened, and then on the back end of it, it still was because of the pandemic. So I still couldn't get over there, but I do need to get over there. I plan to visit.
Let me know when you do.
I
We'll hang
will.
out.
I'll definitely plan to be there soon. But I loved having you. I'm gonna let's try this one more time. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Okay.
Let's see if it does.
That's right.
Tell me if you can hear this. If this doesn't work, we'll just end it here. And guys, we'll get it figured out. And let me know. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, someone just said, Uncle D just said, LA is Paris on weed, booze, and cocaine. All right.
All right.
Well,
tell me if you can hear this.
Hollywood.
Can you hear that?
No.
No. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna even try. I'm not gonna even try. I'm not gonna see what's going on. It's probably something with Zoom or something like that. It's always something going on, guys. I do apologize, but yeah, give them a check.
Yeah.
Check them out. Bandmate Domination Live and Manners. See what you think of them, and let us know. I'd definitely love to have you come on again and keep in touch. And when your next single comes out, I'm glad we were able to listen to your single at least, and that did come through. So that's awesome.
And
so
people can still listen to it. We actually have great stats, but please keep them growing and growing and growing because we were not expecting that. So go watch it and let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we read all of them. So yeah, thank you also for inviting me as well. Of
Absolutely.
Course, it's been a fun conversation. I'm trying to find the right word for it, but it was more like a conversation than an interview, but still you got a great solid community behind you. I see they're super fun. They're here for you, man.
Thank you. No, I love having you on. That's why when bands hit me up, I'm just like, hey, why don't you just come on in and let's talk.
Yeah, I saw. I was super happy to do it. The more time with people like you, the merrier. So that doesn't mean anything, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, guys, you guys have a great one. All right. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow her channels and all that stuff, and look forward to more music videos coming out and the album releasing October 7th.
Yes. October 7th. Yes.
October 7th.
Right. And thank you very much. Thank you, of course, Alan, for having me. And thank you for all the nice comments that I'm reading still here. So yeah, thank you.
All right. See you later, guys. Stay awesome. See you.
Bye-bye.